for July, beginning of July 2026. Here's some smudging for you. I know some of you probably need it. Come on in. Just listen, you know what to do. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it. All right, I'm going to do things a little differently today, as I usually do things a little differently on my channel anyway. If you are sensitive to sound or if you have headphones on, you might want to turn it down for a minute. I'm going to use a couple sets of dice here, and it's going to get loud while I throw them on the table. Come on in. We're going to see who, what, where, and when. Spirit, this is for Capricorn. If you have Capricorn in your chart anywhere, there should be a message in here somewhere. Embark on travel. I like that. Who? Your love. Somebody you're partnering up with. Embark on travel. Where was the other one? Did I drop two of them? I think I did. Well, that's weird because I don't see it anywhere. All right. And then I have soon. This is really strange. Where the heck did the die go? Hold on a second, everybody. Hi, everybody tapping in and out. Yeah, my channel is very uncut. It's very raw. And if you're not into AI, this is the place. All right, so your love, embark on travel, and soon. I don't know where because I can't find that die. It disappeared. As soon as it is really weird. It died. But we have your love, soon, and embark and travel. All right, so we're going to start with that. Maybe you're thinking of going somewhere, going on a trip soon. All right, now I have, these are the signs that we could be dealing with, our zodiac signs. Obviously, this is Sun, this is Capricorn, but some people cross-watching, it might be your moon, your whatever, but then this is also who you might be dealing with. Yeah, we got Capricorn and Virgo. So there you are, my pretties. Capricorn and Virgo. Oops, if I can get it without the glare. Right there. So you could be dealing with a Virgo or know a Virgo. Maybe you're going through something with a Virgo. Not sure. All right, so I want to do something a little different here. I'm going to start with this deck here. And we're going to pull the vibe. And see, oh, there it is. Look, right in front of me. All right, at a restaurant or something. All right, so we could be thinking of traveling to a restaurant to see somebody, or who knows, maybe that could be neutral ground. I don't know how that's going to play out for you yet, but we're going to try and figure it out. All right, I called in everybody's spirit team already, so they're already here. Show me what I need to see. Let's get down. This is for Capricorn. I hope everybody has had a good couple weeks. Here in New England, Bike Week had a good week. They had very little rain for a change. It was a good turnout. Set up to fail. Something here. Somebody, hi there. Hi there. Anyway, somebody was set up to fail. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders, right? We're going to pull a bunch here. Show me what I need to see. Somebody didn't want you to succeed. Maybe they made it hard for you, put obstacles in your way. They could have been, you know, like slandering your name, or you know, with those political commercials right now, especially, I notice how they're all slandering each other, you know, Like this person, and they're coming right out with it. It's not like it used to be where it was a lot more, there was a lot more integrity. Nope, they're letting it all out now. But there was, let me think of it. Toxic. Something's toxic here. This is in your present. Set up to fail. Yeah, you think it's toxic? Whoever this is. Why would you not want somebody to succeed? Right? Of course it's low vibe. Seen through the hidden agenda. Okay, this is crowning you. You know exactly what's going on. You could be dealing with a covert narcissist. Somebody had seen through the agenda. Maybe it is you, but something's very toxic. Now, last week or a couple weeks ago, I believe I was talking about how fast-paced things were going because of the solar flares coming down on the earth. They're coming down. The energies on the planet are amping up times 1,000. So everything's out now. All secrets, all lies, they should be out and about and, around the planet, right? All right, so anyway, set up to fail, seen through the hidden agenda. That's crowning you for the next few weeks. You could still be seen through it. Magic is afoot. Very nice. This is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework, but it's there, and I like it a lot. Because to me, when that shows up, it's good magic. It's not black, right? And then I had cheese. Something is cheesy. Is this toxic energy cheesy? I love cheese, but not in this case. All right, we're going to get some more. I usually only take 5, but I feel like life partner set up to fail. Something in the past or present, maybe you're working with this person or it is your life partner that was set up to fail, possibly. I'm not sure how that's going to be. Maybe they're setting you up to fail. Right there. I gotta, I question everything. I want all of you to always question everything. I always say this on my channels. If somebody doesn't want good, there's and the hidden agenda, like they have no good intentions whatsoever, you got to ask yourself, like, what kind of people are these people? You got to really, because honestly, when there's hidden agendas and it's toxic like this shit, and why, okay, I still have questions. I'm not done asking. Star. Something about the star, a star, wish fulfillment. Something's toxic here. Healing, toxic. Yeah, heal the toxic shit. I don't know. We're going to find out. I got sass and frass today. I'm just letting it out. So, people that have been following me for some time now know that I'm not afraid to let it out, but I don't like to be mean about it. It just, but I'm a very no nonsense, no BS, and I'm a straight shooter kind of person. I don't pussyfoot, right? Horseshoe, seen right through the agenda. Horseshoes usually mean good luck when people have them in their homes or whatever. Or maybe somebody is an equestrian. That could be. All right. Hold on. I got to figure this out. Yeah. Good luck. Magic is afoot. 2 more cards here, please. Somebody, yeah. I feel like everybody needs healing, but I feel the star energy is healed. Or something for some of you. Diligence. Yeah, something we always work on in the back of our minds, right? Through life, right? Like always working on our hardships, always, but you do it as life goes or something, as life goes on. Diligence is something hope, fear, challenge, and homework is that. All right. Whoa, card down. Hold on. Friend or foe? And then I have cheese here. Yeah, I'm thinking foe. Something's cheesy, something stinks. You know, this cheese is, I don't think it smells so nice. I don't know if that's literal with people. You never know out there. I'm talking to all kinds of people. All right, we're going to get deeper. Show me what I need to see. I feel like wish fulfillment and magic being afoot has something to do with this. Like, some of you may already know this. Maybe this is just your confirmation. All right. Trapped. I just got stuck. No options. Unforgiveness. Life partner. Set up to fail. Okay. Somebody's stuck. Could be you or the life partner. I'm feeling like the life partner. Toxic. Star. Yeah. If any of you are psychic mediums, or you follow and you know and you sense or feel anything that I don't see or say, please take it with you. That's what this stuff is all about, right? It's what it's all about. Dirty little secret, sex fix, down low, love affair, toxic, star. Somebody wants to keep it quiet. They don't want everybody to see this, that they were set up to fail or something. Vacay, get away, relax, have fun. Didn't I say something earlier about going to a restaurant or travel? I should have kept those dice out, you know, but this is crowning you. A getaway, a staycation, a vacation, something like that. Maybe some of you are literally going on vacation or whatever, but this is crowning you, so you're probably on vacation. It's going to depend on where you are in your timelines, right? Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. Clingy, magic is afoot. Somebody's clinging on an old way of thinking, an old idea. Magic's afoot. This possible life partner is someone being clingy, like vampiric. That's what I'm feeling. Vampiric energy. On the other hand, for some of you, you could be, I hate to say it, but there could be betrayal here. Nightlife, gamble, Vegas, striptease, friend or foe, cheese. Yeah, this gambling idea, this chance is a bad idea, right? Somebody likes to party here, possibly. Friend or foe. And I'm going to say foe. All right, let's get deeper. What else? Somebody saw right through this. Okay, so that has something to do with something here, because here I feel unforgiveness, no options, stuck, and then seeing through it. And if you see through something, you're not stuck. So I'm kind of, there goes my ear too. Yeah. All right. Well, that exit plan. Yeah, somebody wants out. They're not even there yet. But they aren't making a move yet. Be prepared for sudden changes. Exit plan, stage left. Yeah. This is somebody got out of something. They saw through the agenda with this life partner couple thing. They're set up to fail thing. It was very toxic. The star is here. It's wish fulfillment. Magic is afoot. It's healing, right? Healing what we want to keep on the down low. Is somebody also keeping you suppressed? Thank you, Spirit. Are they suppressing you? Are they trying to keep you quiet? Are they trying to not let you shine your light? Whatever that is, right? Starting over, ending it, and moving on, trying again. The X is back. Something about the X situation ship. Somebody moved on. They got out of there with that exit plan. With this toxicity, this couple, life partner, couple maybe, or something. Oh, here, unpredictable. Never know what they're going to do. Unreliable, live wire. Seen through the agenda and horseshoe. Yeah. Unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to say, how they're going to act. You don't trust. Okay. You don't trust. I feel like some of you know exactly what's going on. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Yeah, too many anger issues, dark mood swings, and abusive. Yeah, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Magic's afoot. This toxic vibe all of a sudden just started to piss me off. So here we go with my sass and frass, because we all know that I'm an abuse survivor with covert narcissism to a point where they tried to break my soul. Somebody, magic is afoot. There's diligence here. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. There's also the horseshoe, which is good luck. I'm taking it. Somebody could be an equestrian out there, seriously. Or love horses. Or horses. Freedom. Fire. Free spirit. Somebody's a free spirit here. The star probably is. Friend or foe. Toxic. Again, I didn't even see that fall. Destructive relationship. Manipulating. And gaslighting. Yeah, friend or foe. Cheese. Yeah, something stinks. Yep, they took a gamble. Somebody likes to party, maybe. They're manipulating a situation. This is not good. I have toxic twice. I haven't even started my tarot. All right. I was all excited to do your readings today. So, yep, this is a toxic situation, but trying to be optimistic and see how the rest turns out. All right, show me. This is my new oracle, my ancestor spirit. This is cultures all over the world. I like this deck. It's cool. Oops. All right, let's take both. Find your voice, express yourself, open up, sing out. Yeah, set up to fail. Somebody is speaking their voice. Somebody did in the past. They took an exit plan. They saw through the agenda. They figured something out is what it is. They figured something out. I don't know where to put these. Connect with past loved ones. Sense, feel, reconnect. Star. Somebody's a shaman here. A true healer. Possibly. A true healer. Over this toxicity. Somebody could be a psychic medium out there. Maybe you're just listening for serendipitous kind of messages. But this is in your present. Are you trying to connect with your ancestors? Right? Somebody started over. Somebody found their voice. Begin writing now. Create, express, and inspire. This is crowning you. Somebody should write a book. Yeah, there's wisdom here all day long. Yeah, this has been a journey. Some of you could be artists, authors, musicians. Maybe you're a hobbyist with crafts. Maybe you're a painter. Some of you are poets. That's cool. Kind of vibe. I'm also in that category. I try to be. I'm that starving artist kind of thing. No, I like to be creative. I like to paint and I like to do everything. I'm a very do-it-yourself kind of girl. And if I don't know how to do something, I learn how, you know? If I want. Show me what I need to see here. Yeah, somebody's finding their voice. They're singing. They're happy. They're joyous. Connect with water, ocean, water spirits, and hydrate. Yeah, drinking more water, absolutely. Somebody needs to out there. But the connection with water, water holds energy. Yeah, this is Hope, Fear, Challenge, and Homework. This is a very healing vibe as well. Yeah, from this toxicity. Ocean, deep. There's a lot to it, right? This is why we were saying somebody needs to write a book. Somebody's being very codependent or clingy here, however. Yeah, these disgusting, fierce temper, mood swing, you know, this person needs to fucking heal. That's what it is. Thank you. Focus on children has to do with adoption, birth, or pregnancy. Toxic cheese, yeah. The kids are toxic AF. Somebody took a gamble. Something's cheesy. Somebody has kids, or it was about kids, or this family is toxic. Is the family covert narcissists? Are they, you know, haters? Are they just like always focusing on everybody else instead of themselves? Are you focused on yourself? Okay. All right, we're going to use my Herb Crafter's Tarot deck today. Oh, you know what? I'm being called to use my Pagan deck, actually. So that's what we're going to do. Show me what I need to see. Spirit, universe, Capricorn. We got the 5 of Swords down. This is very vengeful. Wow. Eight of Wands. I'm getting a lot with that 5 of Swords down. So first of all, in the past, I feel like there was a lot of slander. There was a lot of like trying to ruin people's lives. They were set up to fail, right? So I feel like there was a lot of obstacles. They could have been like speaking in the community so people look at somebody differently, right? And not really who they really are, right? That's the covert. That's the mass disguise, right? I feel like it's very vengeful now, however, because time has gone by. Something to do with this life partner. Exit plan. Somebody wants out, but they haven't even made a move. Like, how are you going to get out of anything if you don't heal, if you don't take responsibility, if you don't boss up, for God's sakes? I don't know why I had to say it that way, but it feels like it made a point for somebody. There's a lot happening here in the skies, in the other realms. There's a lot happening. A lot of movement. This is about swiftness. Somebody swiftly got out of something. They saw through the hidden agenda and they started over. But this is about the ex's back. And maybe we're thinking of meeting up on neutral ground. a restaurant, a park, who knows? There's a lot happening here. I feel like somebody is very wise, and that's what it's about. Being wise, being diligent, raising the vibe. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Swords, this person could be the child, right? We got that adoption, pregnancy, and birth card, so the family, whatever. And then we have Page of Swords. Yeah, this child might be standing in their truth, or somebody is being wise, you know? This person needs to write a book, right? This person saw through the agenda. And with this fierce temper, I don't think they like it. Wow. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Okay. There was a lot of competition and jealousy. Whoops, wrong card. Where did I put it? Here. A lot of competition and jealousy. A lot of feuding. A lot of mean girl energy. On this case, I feel war. This is war. That was what it was in that 5 of Swords reversed energy. It was war back then. Somebody's been through the war. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework, and magic is afoot. Somebody's been diligent. Somebody talks to their ancestors and they listen. See, I'm all about meditation and prayer, right? But a lot of people don't realize the simplicity between the two. Prayer is when you're talking to God, right? You're talking to God. But meditation is when you're listening to the Most High. And there's a difference, you know? There is a victory here. There is accomplishments and attaboys, congratulatory energies possibly. Something's in the community eye. We'll have to get that later, my message. But this is a toxic family and it's in the community eye. Yeah, something's cheese, man, friend or foe. They took a chance. Somebody took a big gamble, I feel. Whoops, that one goes here. Anywho, getting deeper still. Let me move this over. What else? You know, on my table in front of me here, it's like my art table, obviously, you can see. But I have painted over here, over here, over here, you know, different places, all different little, you know, whatever I felt like at the time. And I see this word right here, and it's nevermore. I don't know if you can see it. Very Allan Poe. Allan Poe, that sounds funny. Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, thank you. Somebody's name could be Allan out there. Anywho, nevermore, you know? Like, I don't think so. So, yeah, 7 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups, dead center in the reading. Somebody's happy. Somebody's mentally mature enough to, or mentally, emotionally mature. Thank you. It took me a second to get that out. The Hierophant reversed. 10 of Pentacles. All right, so anywho, I have 7 of Wands over here with the 5 of Swords down right above it. Somebody has the power. Somebody has the power. Somebody was set up to fail. This person saw through the agenda. Right? There's boundaries now. There's restrictions. They see. They're wise. Thank you, Spirit. You know, they found their voice. Somebody's life partner, toxic, set up to fail. You know, I feel like their life partner could have set this person up to fail, is what I see. Seven of Pentacles down. They don't even want to water that garden anymore. No way, no how. It was fucking black witchcraft all day long. There's a lot happening. You can see this rainbow. Rainbow might be significant for somebody. But yeah, things are happening. People, look, he's looking up, you know. He's talking and meditating and he's doing the whole channel thing. Okay. Yep, and then there's the King of Cups, very happy, wise, you know. Page of Swords, this could be the Page of Swords, very happy, seen through the agenda. It's right there in front of me. Something about a vacation or a staycation or relaxing. Somebody needs to relax. All right, somebody's tightly wound. Whew. Hierophant reversed, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. There's a lot of levels to this card. First and foremost, I feel like it could, for some of you, represent like divorce or separation or move outs. You know, diligence, clingy, somebody's holding on to that old relationship. On the other hand, I feel like the Hierophant down, when this is the High Priest, the one who talks to the Most High, guess who he's talking to now? But ultimately, I feel like it could be a fall from grace. Could be a fall from grace for somebody, right? Very combative, very, very, very emotionally immature. Thank you. Somebody's emotionally stable, and someone with this fierce temper is off their rocker. All right, friend or foe, 10 of Pentacles. 10 Pentacles is a lot of pentacles. That's the tree of life, baby. It's like safety, you know, security, roots, right? This is family. This is stability, friend or foe, toxic. This family may have some money or some, there is money on the table here. There is a victory. It's a yes card right over this. But it's very, very, very toxic. I feel like this family is toxic. Oh, look, 6 of Cups. Yeah. The nostalgia of it all. And look, there's another child. Somebody could be adopting or caring for someone else's kids, right? That happens so often in today's world. It's ridiculous, right? I raised my 2 grandnephews on and off for 15 years, 14 years. I don't even know. Long time. A lot of shit went down. So I understand how, you know, grandparents, aunts and uncles, people raising other people's kids because those kids can't take responsibility. You know, very entitled. Kind of, you know, kids are they feel entitled. You know, I'm sorry, it's disgusting. Queen of Cups here. Somebody's very dreamy. I definitely feel psychic connections out there with you guys, Capricorn. Somebody is somebody's very in tune, right? Very level here. Very level. Knight of Wands. They don't know if they want to go forth. They don't know if they want to do this. The fire under the feet, you move, right? But they don't know if they want to. They don't want these they don't know if they want to go for the messages or talk to these people or communicate, or person, friend or foe. Are these people their own worst enemy? Really? Somebody was set up to fail here, and I don't think it's who we thought in the beginning. Whatever that means to you. Show me what I need to see. High Priestess with the Hierophant down. Wow. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. And that's the way it is. Whoever this person is okay with being on their own for an extended amount of time. They're okay in their own skin. They're very wise. And this person right here saw through the agenda. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Magic's afoot. There is magic afoot. One more here, and we can switch ducks. What am I on? I think it's 5 already. 10 of Wands down, yeah. Dealing with it hard. This toxicity, these a lot of chaos, a lot of fighting going on. They don't want to let go. Right? They're stuck in the past, maybe. Friend or foe, toxic. Yeah. I smell cheese. It's fucking cheese. All this shit. Gaslighting, fighting, toxic. It's all fucking cheese. The Magician. I'm feeling this High Priestess. But this could, on the other hand, there's levels to this too. This is about the creator, which you are, they are, in their life. Everybody creates their own life. If you have to manipulate, it ain't good. I'll tell you that. But it's about, learning lessons, mastering the lessons, using it for the best intentions of all. I feel like because here, with all of this toxicity and hate, and there could be like death spells, death crimes, hate crimes, all kinds of shit I'm feeling. Yeah. I feel like it's wicked, man. It just is. And here is like somebody who's innocent and, minding their own business. Whatever. It's so pathetic. I'm going to switch to my Rider-Waite. What else, Spirit? What else? What about this setup to fail, life partner, exit plan, stage left, being trapped in your own heads? Sometimes it's good to get out of your head and look at things from a different point of view or a different vantage point or what, 5 of Pentacles, yeah, it's a very disabling situation. Somebody could have been cast out of the family, left out, Technically, that's a church, the stained glass with the pentacles here, and then these people that are, more than likely handicapped here, left out in the snowstorm. Yeah, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? That's real nice. And they're vengeful. Somebody has the fucking power. This is the second 7 of Wands. Ding, 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 ding. Somebody has the advantage here. This High Priestess knows what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, there's communication. Defenses are up. And I understand why here. But you have to let your defenses down enough so you can see who's coming, right? Over that wall. You got to be able to, Is there survival of the fittest here? I don't know what that means. But if somebody saw through the agenda, it could have been death spells, car accidents. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody saw through the agenda. Somebody needs to write a book, this Page of Swords. 4 of Wands, nice. It's all about the home and family. Ding, ding, ding. Although it's not the 4 of Wands again, but it is signifying the family. I have really bad allergies right now, so if I sneeze or cough or what, I'm sorry. But there is some good news here. These are celebratory energies. excuse me, I feel like it's a celebratory energy moving forward, even though we don't know we want to, because the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands is like a celebration, right? It is. As hard and sad it may be. Show me, I need a bunch, please. The King and Queen of Cups upright technically could be a divine counterpart, and it is about being happy. And if I read it like the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups are happy as a counterpart, as a life partner, right? Then those are the two that did this to the child. So this is a couple. This is a mom and dad that did this to their child, more than likely. Isn't that nice? That's so nice. Magic's afoot. Bad choices and fucking decisions in the past, you think? I'm picking up death spells. I'm picking up hate crimes, slander, you know, ruining people's lives because they manipulate situations for this person that was set up to fail. Thank you. The High Priestess was set up to fail. And wow. There's deception all over the fucking place here. It is so toxic. Friend or foe? I say foe. You know, this is cheese. And I am getting pissed. Horseshoe. Something's good luck here. You have good luck on your side. Secrets are afoot, but magic's afoot. Toxic. There's a victory here. Ace of Swords down. Living a lie. Set up to fail. Life partner. Confusion. Did they want to confuse people into believing that this person was something that they weren't? Because really, it's just the High Priestess being the High Priestess. Male or female, I don't give a shit. Big fat fucking liars. And whoever has the power sees it, knows it. Right? They want to get out of something. They're not even there yet. You know? That's the immaturity of it all. Running away. Hiding. Give me a fucking break, people. I'm about empowerment. We don't run from anything. Warriors don't run. Warriors never die. They just rest. Right? Somebody is talking with their ancestors or looking for guidance or something. And I feel like this High Priestess is for sure. High Priestess is connected, right? Magician again. Ding, 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 ding. The one who creates. There's magic afoot, all right. Somebody's putting a stop to it. This toxicity. You know? They want to keep it quiet. They didn't want to keep it quiet when they were trying to ruin this person's life, though, did they? I feel like this is a big-ass backfire. Is this a Wheel of Fortune turned down kind of vibe? Tables have turned. This fierce temper can sit down. Because, you know, the Great Awakening, you know, people learning and waking up and seeing and, you know, getting through it. The light's taken over. This abusive way is kaput. you know, 10 of Pentacles down. Ding, 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 ding. This is a broken family dynamic. Yeah. The safety and the security, no more. It's about home, right? It's reversed. This wheel or this tree of life is turned on its head. Yeah, King of Cups. Somebody's happy about this or something. Or I feel like that's the fierce temper. They're happy that they created the nightmare or something. I don't know. That's a really weird message. I don't know if that's for everybody. That, you know, you'll have to decipher. Show me. 3 of Swords down, yeah. This person's heart was broken in the past. There's been time. There was betrayal. There was backstabbing, two-faced, heartache, you know. Somebody's heart was literally broken in half. It very well could be this high priestess, male or female, you know. Somebody took a chance, and if you ask me, that gambling session, that was a bad idea. If you don't have the money, you shouldn't be gambling, right? 6 of Cups again. Ding, 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 ding. Memories, oh my. The roots of the situation. We got 2 of them. Life partner, set up to fail. I'm getting something about friends in the past. Maybe somebody out there could be running into some friends they haven't seen in many moons, and maybe they're the ones on vacation. I'm not sure, because there's a lot of Capricorns out there, a lot of Capricorn scenarios, right? But yeah. So I do feel like there's a lot of good times happening. But on the other hand, this, there was an agenda. There was a purpose. The Tower down, they're refusing it. The Tower's already here, baby. And that's a very scorpionic energy. Because in my readings reversed, it still carries the meaning of it upright. And she is not even looking at this at all. That's not good. We have to see, we have to accept. We have to get through that. It's very unnatural not to. That could be a big problem with this toxicity. Couple more here. Whoops. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Somebody they don't know if they want to take this opportunity to come forth, right? All right. I only needed 2, but I got a few here, so hold on. I don't know which one. I think this one, which is level, 5 of Cups. 2 of Wands. I think this one was first. 2 of Pentacles sideways and 2 of Wands sideways with the 10 of Wands down. So, yeah. Is there regret? Are we trying to let it go? Did we really want this deep down inside? Are we really sorry? Some people are not. Not really. Not really. This high priestess sees right through it. She don't give a shit, or he, right? You know, this has a lot to do with karma. You know, I bet a lot of these people at the time that knew exactly what they were doing, very aware of it. And a lot of this was over and over and over. This was over time, right? So, I forgot what I was going to say. I hate that. Sorry. It's part of, I disassociate sometimes because as a survivor and all, I have PTSD and CPTSD severely because of all my trauma. So I do disassociate. This is very healing for me, but it's also triggering, you know. But anyway, back to the reading. We don't know if we're feeling the loss, you know. We don't really care about the priestess. We don't really care, you know. Dealing with the storms, yeah. Friend or foe, not sure if we want to meet. Wow, this is very unsure energy. I'm going to show it to you. We got the two. These two are clarifying the Ten of Wands reversed. Dealing with it, and we just don't know if we want to go forth. Very, very undecided. You know, friend or foe. Something is cheese. Something stinks. You know, this cheese here is not the kind we eat. You know? Wow. I don't like these energies. Witches, familiars. Deck, what do you got for Capricorn? This life partner set up to fail, boy. I think they kind of set themselves up, to be quite honest. Horses, again, in transcendence. Didn't I say something about, where is it? Equestrians, free spirit kind of energy. Thank you for validating, Spirit. Could be confirmation for somebody. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you dig these kind of messages. Help a girl out. You know, there might be other people out there that really need to hear this kind of stuff so they can also make sense of things. You know, I know when I was going through it hard, I was watching these tarot readings. Oh my God, so many of them. And it did in time help. So know that. Just be very diligent. No, obviously, not everything I say is going to pertain to you, but thinking about these things and being aware is what helps. Anywho, don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Whoa, you have been feeling a little fenced in lately, and your naturally wild spirit possesses an unbridled desire for freedom, which urges you to break away from those who would tame you. Well, hold on tight, partner, for you are in for the ride of your life. Climb up and we'll gallop towards your personal goals, ambitions, and desires as I gift you the power and endurance needed at this time. My sharp focus will help steer you through obstacles as we jump over life's hurdles together. There are no constraints as we run with the wind, for my magnificent power will drive you much faster and further forward than you could ever achieve it going alone. Pay attention to physical resources because you get too weary from heavy burdens, and I will help lighten your load. Place awareness on your natural gifts as I take you beyond your self-imposed limitations to where supremacy and mastery await. Side note, make time for friends and family. Up your game. Success and power are yours for the taking. Work with horses. Go riding. Break free from whatever it is that's holding you back. Freedom beckons. You can trust your relationships. You have the upper hand. So, Capricorn, it ain't you. It's your life partner and the family. You're surrounded by it. You want to get out. And I don't blame you, because who the hell wants to be in a toxic ass family like this? I have to be honest, you know. I left it. I exited stage left years ago, you know, and that's it. And magically, as soon as I did that, I healed, right? As soon as I did it, because I didn't have them sucking my energy, mm, yeah, it was twisted. It was dark. It was definitely covert, and it ain't fun, and it's not cool. And it is one of the biggest problems on this planet. So, anywho, we're going to move on. Moving on. What now? Oh, I'll give you an eternal crystal. Oh, I haven't used this one in a while. I'll give you a kitchen witch. See what you're going to be conjuring up in your kitchens over the summertime. For your barbecues and outings and whatever. Show me. Capricorn. Some things are unforgiven. You know, some things, when the things go too far, like I feel this has, onion and tears. All right, flip and flop. Your emotions seem to be running the show, and crying over spilled milk is not the answer in getting to the root of your sensitive outbursts. If you slice me in half, my chemical irritant will certainly give you something to cry about. My defensive attack is familiar to any kitchen witch, but be brave and fight back the onslaught of teardrops, unless you wish to season your meal with salty tears. Instead, use my pungent, aromatic flavor to transform any dish, and after consumption, you will find that you have the power of banishment upon your very breath. Plant my bulbs around your property for protection. Or slice me in two. Slide in the name of your perpetrator on a piece of paper and seal it with a pin or two to banish harm. I'll soak up negativity, strengthen your immune system, and heal your wounds. And because I grow so quickly, I'm a wizard at accelerating the potency of fertility spells. Now, that's definitely not something to cry about. There is a side note here. This one's a little different than most of the ones here, but raw is for burns, insect stings, and small cuts. For small burns, take half an onion and apply to the burn. Hold in place for a few minutes and then wrap with a crepe bandage around the area. For stings and cuts, crush or grate an onion and apply it to your wound. I love trivia. It's so interesting. All right, we're going to give you a crystal. You might want to go down to your nearest metaphysical shop in town and pick up a piece if you don't already have a piece of this. But you should probably carry this on your person in the next few weeks as you go through these times, right? Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your bra, in your sock or in your shoe. I know that it can be uncomfortable as you walk, so, you get my drift either way. Oops. Lepidolite and trust. Yeah, because there's so much lack of trust. Somebody needs to work on their root chakras here. I feel like this whole family's chakra is blocked, right? Number 26, for those who care. It's a beautiful purple lavender. All right, flip and flop. Trust in the universe. Stay strong and positive and stand in your own space and know that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now. Try to remove any doubts that you might have about what's going on around you. It's time for you to trust and move forward. It is also important that you pay attention to and trust any intuitive feelings that you're receiving. This is your spirit guides and angels' way of getting messages through to you. Even if you don't understand why something is happening, trust that everything is going to be okay. Lepidolite helps you to overcome any worries that you may have. And we know in my readings, I hate that word worry. It's a waste of energy, period. Hold on. It also helps you to be independent and opens you up to trust and self-love. Lepidolite is associated with the third eye and crown chakras. It is known as the stone of transition. If you are transitioning in a certain area of your life right now, take this as a great sign that you need to trust in the decision that you have made. It is the right time for this transition to occur. Enjoy the new beginnings that are flowing into your life. Yeah. There's a lot of magic afoot here. Some of you could be witches. Some of you are psychics. Some of you are mediums. Some of you are shamans and healers. Right? I guess I'll give you one of these. I pulled it out. Yeah, it's a long one today. I feel like you guys needed to hear this. I might make them all long this week. Fury. Somebody's pissed. And somebody, listen to the animals too. Yeah, some of you might be healers, or this is about a healer or something. Work with animals somehow, some way. Maybe you have pets. Maybe you're thinking of adopting a pet. You know? I personally don't like zoos. I won't even give them my money, and it's sad because then they go without eating, but I don't believe in them. Animals don't need to be in cages, period. I just, I'm a no-nonsense person. I'm a straight shooter. That's my, But anyway, maybe some of you, something about your pets, the companions, your familiars, right? I like it. I'm going to give you a rune and close this out. Just be diligent in your healing. The Glastonbury Tour. Oh, looking up from the castle tower, looking up to the sky, right? With the raven and crow flying by. Where are we going if not deeper into this love? Heart be pure as a holy dove. Let me in or let me go. We need to make a decision. Do we want this or do we not? I say go forward with the messages, see how it works out, because it has a way of working out, right? We just went through that somehow, some way, right? These are your messages. Be cool, man. Be kind. Be patient. And just be a good human, right? And then it all works out. No regrets. No shame. No guilt. We get over it. I've done a hell of a lot of things in my life that I never should have done. Am I holding on to it? Fuck no. I'm moving on. I'm learning from it. I'm making it better. That's what we got to do. It's all about diligence. All right. Thank you for watching. Till then.